According to several renowned computer scientists and lawyers, there is strong evidence to suggest that the election results could have been manipulated. Whether or not revealing that the hacked states could have influenced the election enough to change the outcome remains to be seen. But that's exactly what we're going to talk about here on I.O. Hello friends, what is going down? Salty Sally here to bring you some triggering news. JK, my name's Charlotte, and please don't shoot the messenger. Alright, before I get into this video, I just wanted to let you guys know that I.O. merch is coming. We got t-shirts, we got hoodies, stay tuned for further details. There are several news articles circulating at this point that state that a rigged US election could be a very real possibility. Does that mean that Hillary should have won the US election? Maybe, maybe not. It's actually up to Hillary Clinton to find out. What I find interesting is that Hillary Clinton has not made any effort at this time to challenge the outcome of the election. These are all outside sources that are telling her campaign to ask for a recount. And here's why. A group of activists have gathered what they call evidence that show tampered results in 3 battleground states: Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. In Wisconsin, Hillary Clinton received fewer votes in counties that use electronic voting rather than paper ballots. This means that up to 30,000 votes had not been accounted for. She lost Wisconsin by 27,000 votes. So if you can't do the math, those 30,000 votes could have gone toward the 27,000 votes that she lost, and therefore she would have won the state. But we will never know for sure unless there's a recount, and the deadline to do that is approaching fast. Clinton has until Friday and next Wednesday to file a recount for these 3 states, and I'm not sure that she has any fight in her left. This election has left many of us exhausted. It's hard to imagine how Hillary Clinton is feeling right now, or whether or not it's even worth fighting for. I mean, half the country strongly dislikes her and they're very vocal about it. But even though half of the US really dislikes Hillary, there are many more who do like her. She won the popular vote by 2 million. In addition to that, almost 5 million people have signed a Change.org petition to ask the Electoral College to change their votes. There are also several faithless electors that are not voting for Trump, 6 to be exact, which means that even though Donald Trump won their states, they don't want to give him their vote. If Clinton does decide to challenge the vote, she would need Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania to win the Electoral College. What I want to know is, if this election was tampered with, who was responsible? As you may recall, US intelligence agencies said that the Russian government was interfering with the US election by leaking emails stolen from senior Democrats. It is also a strong possibility that the Russian government tried to hack voting infrastructure in Ukraine to change the outcome of the election in the US. Under current law, election officials don't even do basic checks to make sure that the results haven't been modified by malware. Which is pretty messed up actually. We are in a technological age. Practically every major company has been hacked. If every major company can be hacked and the credit card information of millions of people can be exposed, why couldn't the US election be hacked? So, to the Donald Trump supporters, just hypothetically, how would you feel if you knew that Russian hackers were manipulating your election? When many of you liked Trump because he had a good relationship with Russia, would you want a good relationship with a country that interfered with your election? And one more question. If there was a recount and Hillary did win fair and square, would you revolt? In my opinion, in case you're wondering what my opinion is, I'm not really sure there's a point in Hillary challenging this election. America needs to heal, and so does she, and the only way to do that is to move on. Yeah, sure, people will have to deal with Trump for 4 years, but I think it's important to see how it pans out. Maybe he won't be as bad as people think. However, if Donald Trump does fail his supporters and fears become a reality, it will be a hard lesson to learn, but it will be a lesson nonetheless. That is all for now. Thanks for watching I.O. You have just been informed.